Hi there guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Jakey here for another reaction, and today I am reacting to Black Panther Wakanda Forever trailer. Let's put it this way, I haven't been spoiled to do with this trailer, but I have seen people do the uploads for it, and their thumbnails are tears. Them crying, tissues, red-eyed. So, I'm prepared. I've got toilet paper here because I ran out of tissues when I was watching something. When I was watching something, nothing else. Oh well, yeah. I think I was. I can't remember why I was crying. I was watching. Yeah, I basically got emotional. Had the last bit of my tissues, and I haven't replaced them. So, anyway, so that is. These are my crying papers. Okay, nothing else. So enough of that. Black Panther. Now, going from the first film, I have a few problems with the first film. I think that I think the CGI wasn't that good. It could have been better. I think Ulysses Claw was wasted in the sense that they I mean, it furthered Michael B. Jordan's character. It furthered his arc, I guess, but they could have held on to Claw for that a little bit longer. I think personally, he didn't. They didn't have to kill him off. That's something else. And there's a few bits and pieces. I think the storyline followed like just the general storyline, but excuse me. I think that another thing that wound me up was that before I watched the film, I was advertised this great hip hop album that was Black Panther, the album, like literally it was the official album of Black Panther, and it had these hip hop songs on it and the album it got me well pumped for it right before the film came on, and then there was nothing like that, and that wound me up as well. I was like, why get my hopes up with this fucking anthem of like this album filled with anthems that's gonna get me pumped to then not give me that. Saying that, I thought the music that was used was great. I thought the sort of tribal music that was used and the sort of that made it feel like it was an Africa, it was, yeah. What's the not heritage? It wasn't like sort of inspired. It was literal like tribal African music, and I thought that was great. Don't get me wrong, but I wanted the hip hop element to be there as well, and that's so. So a few of those things made me a little bit sort of, and I think there was another one I can't necessarily remember. But those are the ones. Otherwise, though, I know that it was groundbreaking. I know what it stood for, and I thought that is fantastic. Like, I think that some people were a bit sort of blinded by the fact of its how historic it was. I do think that. I think that because it was the first time it was like sort of like given this much of a like sort of a broadcast, like a black superhero, and like well, all the obviously there's been like black characters in it in films before, and like sort of like showing the ancestry and the heritage of African people and what is there. I get that, like it's been like that before, but I think that it was people got jumped on that, and whenever you criticised it for what those genuine things that I said, yeah, I think people jumped down your throat and they were just sort of like saying you're racist and stuff like that. But to be fair, the people I spoke to about it personally about it, they understood what I was on about it, even black people that I spoke to them about it. So yeah, I think that where you were getting the most hate was online. So, and I never did it because I saw people get ruined by it. So kept that one to myself. But now I feel comfortable to say it. So those were my problems with it. But overall, I thought that the characters are great. Obviously, Chadwick. I'll get to him. Shuri, I thought was a brilliant character. M'Baku was fucking brilliant. And yeah, I thought that they sort of sorry about Yeah, so I thought that the Dora Milaje were fucking great in it. I thought they were badass as fuck. Um, so I think they had like the film had so many great qualities, so many great characters. Things were off. Now Chadwick Boseman. Now I didn't know who Chadwick Boseman was until Black Panther. Then he was everywhere, and I appreciate him being everywhere because he was fucking a fantastic actor. I thought that he took on the role of Black Panther, and his performance as T'Challa slash Black Panther was incredible. In Civil War, in Black Panther, in Infinity War, and Endgame, I thought that he was great. And then I saw him perform more and more, and I was like, this guy is insane. And then I woke up. I think it was a Saturday morning. I'm fairly certain I wasn't working, so I'm fairly certain it was on the weekend. And I woke up and I saw half a headline saying Marvel's actor Chadwick Boseman, and it went off like ... and I didn't think anything of it. And then I opened it and I was genuinely just sort of gobsmacked. And yeah, and it was heartbreaking to go so young. But the fact that he hid it for so long, and the worst thing is that I was one of those people that was noticing him getting thinner, and yeah, and it was just sort of like it made so much sense, and it was just sort of like, oh shit, like I saw people were slating how thin he was online, and thank Christ I didn't do that, and I was like, fucking hell, he must feel awful now, but he left a legacy, and I appreciate, I think, well, firstly, I then watched the last performance I saw him in. Obviously, he was in What If, the voice performance, but the actual physical performance I saw him in was when he was with. It was in that. It was to do with the black singer with her band, and Viola Davis is in it, and Chadwick plays basically, I think, is it a trumpist? I think. Trying to sort of he was, and it was, I think it was based on a play. That's the last thing I saw him in. He was unbelievable in that. Should have won some awards for that. Fucking ridiculous he didn't. But anyway, but but with Black Panther he left a legacy, and I appreciate Marvel not replacing that legacy. I appreciate the fact that, and I'd say I can't remember the writer's name now. Shit, sorry, but I can imagine him and Kevin Feige and everyone was involved in it and knew they couldn't just make a new T'Challa. They couldn't. There was he portrayed T'Challa, so they have to move on from that, but keep that for Chadwick. So I know that's what they're doing with this, and I appreciate that. As for the actual film, I know nothing about it. Good, I've kept my eyes on. I know that there was points during it where it got delayed because of you woman that plays Shuri. She got injured on set or something like that, and she was also in the news for other reasons as well. So there's that. But otherwise, I think there's supposed to be a mutant appearing in it as well, Namor, or maybe I've just made that up. But yeah, that's really what I've heard. So yeah, so I think I've yapped on too long enough. It's hitting 9 minutes me here now. So, I've obviously, sorry, stop that camera. I've obviously chatted too much shit, but I had to put it out there. This is a big thing, so my tissues are at the ready for crying, and I'm gonna jump into this reaction. I really hope I enjoy this trailer, and I hope you. Thank you, camera. I hope you enjoy this reaction, and I'll see you on the other side.
No woman, no cry.
It's a lovely shot.
Little darling, don't shed no tear. No woman.
Oh my god, that looks beautiful. Oh god, that's great.
And good friends we've lost along the way.
Oh, they look so.
In this great future, you can't forget your past.
No. No. Wait, what? Right, was that his child? Oh my god, that looks beautiful. I don't think everything's gonna be alright. Oh my god, this looks amazing.
Queen of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family is gone.
Oh.
Have I not given everything?
Fucking hell. Oh, I'm Baku. Holy shit. What's going on? Oh, yeah, that's him. That's Namor. Is that his name? Okay. Fuck! November! I didn't realise it was that close! Ryan Coogler, that's the writer. Alright, I didn't think I needed the tissues, but I've welled up quite a bit. I'm gonna go back into it. I can't. Maybe I do. Do I need anything? A little bit. There we go. Right. The choice of music here as well. Sorry. The choice of music here. It didn't hit me until friends we've lost along the way.
No woman, no cry. Little darling, don't shed no
Yeah. So I remember when they were during Endgame, when they were talking, when they were having a little meeting, all of them at the start when they were holograms. Nat asked about the earthquake, and she said that she said it's an earthquake. We'll handle it by not handling it. And I remember people were saying like, "Oh, is that on about the Atlanteans?" Or maybe not Atlanteans, but they were definitely on about. Wait, does that mean about the underwater? Because it's in the middle of the ocean. That's where the earthquake was happening. So yeah, so everyone. That's when the rumors started to do with that. So I'll just.
no cry. Good friends we are, and good
it's
friends we
it's still very sad hearing that.
along the way.
That the suits look so much cleaner this time around as well. Not saying they didn't look bad. They looked bad before, but it just seemed so vivid. Like, is that? No, it's okay. Okay, listen, that is okay. That just looks like it's possibly an underwater birth from the people from the water. This doesn't look like the birth of the new T'Challa's kid. That's what it looks like. Also, his name popped up, Ryan Coogler, during this, and I was just sort of taken aback that it wasn't until the end I saw his name. Look at them all riding those whales. Jesus Christ. What are they? Right, okay, so what I'm guessing is that these Marines or something have gotten onto a Wakandan ship and are trying to do something. That's what I'm getting from this. I can't work out who that is. I know. The visuals in this. Like, look at that. That's just spectacular. In Baku. Baku.
Of the most powerful nation in the world, and my entire family.
Oh, she's gone through too much.
Have I not
Martin Freeman's back as well. So much shit's happening right here. Black and gold. Black and gold. Who is it? I have no idea. Say again in my ear. Yeah, I have no idea who it is. That is going to be Black Panther. Looked like a thinner person there. So it could be Shuri. Could be anyone really. But, yeah. And that, guys, was my reaction to Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Whew. What that trailer did, it showed loss. Not just the loss of T'Challa throughout it. Like, just the feeling of that loss, but the loss of Chadwick Boseman. All these people worked with him. They probably had really close relationships with him. So, this being on set, although it would be fun because they're trying to make it be fun, but there will be that heavy feeling of losing him. So, you felt that during it. It just felt like everyone was feeling it character-wise, and I imagine the whole set did and the actors did. So that's what I got from that. But it looks like they will be honouring him, which they will do. I think that if they do recast T'Challa, it will be a multiversal thing later on. But they won't recast him in a sense. He will be 616's T'Challa. I think he will be another Earth's T'Challa, aka Black Panther. And I don't think he will make his way to... If that does happen, it'll be years and years in the future. It's way too soon. I think they'll stick with the likes of Shuri as Black Panther, or M'Baku, or anyone from the Dora Milaje. Like, you know, I think that's what they'll do. As for all right, so Namor, I think that's I looked at. I think it's Namor. That's how you pronounce it. He is Atlantean. I had to just make sure because I didn't want to go around just calling him something different. So he looks badass. He looks so cool. I like. It's good we're now going to get people who deal with water, like sort of water powers. You know, like that's something that's been kind of missing. And discovering new worlds on Earth. That's what they have to. We know what the Earth is. What's been good with different dimensions, different planets. It's been sort of like, wow, look at this. So the fact is now we're going to see a different part of the world we live on. That's going to be great. But I'm fairly certain he's not officially the first mutant in the MCU, because that is Kamala Khan from Ms. Marvel. Sorry if I ruined it for you. But was he the first mutant ever, like in the comics? I remember something like that along those lines. But he looks so cool. The fact they're riding whales is fucking fantastic. They're just look at them as well, coming onto the shores as well. Like, some of the fight scenes are crazy. Like, yeah. So I think that the Atlanteans are going to be great. I think this anything that's going to be underwater is going to be great. And yeah, like I just think that's gonna be good. I hope that we get more of like Shuri and M'Baku and Adore Milaje and everything like that. I think we will. I think they gave them so much time last, and now with Chadwick gone, they're going to band together as a group to find out who will be the next Black Panther. I did also look into who that kid was that Shuri met. That is the woman that is playing Ironheart. I did look into that since we've been off, because that was winding me up. There was something about it. So there's that. Yeah. So, uh, so yeah, that's something. That's whether she has a big role in this film. We'll see. I don't know. I know she's getting her own series at some point or film. I'm probably gonna watch the panel right after this. I might do a reaction. I'll record it, and if I do get enough, if I emote enough whilst watching it, then I might put something up. So we'll have to see. But either way, if she's in it and they gave her that moment, it seems like she will have some moments at least in this to shine, and I hope she does. Like, I'm all for. Listen, my favorite show, one of my favorite shows, if not I'd say, is right behind me, Doctor Who, which is about changing. It's about accepting change and going forward. Don't get me wrong. When the time they did that, they only did it because the first Doctor was old. He was going a bit. He was a bit ill, so they were like, right, let's get a new one in. So they were doing it to keep it on. But now we've established that as the core sort of like elements of Doctor Who. I keep on pointing over this shoulder. The core elements of Doctor Who that you accept change, and I think that's what needs to happen with something that you want to keep on going and going and going and explore different. You have to want change and embrace it. And I think that Iron Heart is supposed to be kind of like the new Iron Man, but no one's ever going to be Iron Man. She's going to be like the new Iron Man, but she'll be her own character. She will be her own, have her own persona, her own villains, her own allies, her own stories, her own heartbreaks, her own tragedies, her own romance, everything. She's going to have all that. And people need to learn to do that. Same with anything. Like, the Black Panther mantle will be passed on to someone else. But T'Challa's Black Panther will still be T'Challa's Black Panther, and it won't erase that. So there's that. But yeah, I reacted during it, but aesthetically, like, Martin Freeman's character's in there as well, and obviously he's a US, he's part of the US government, and there seems to be some sort of at play here with what look like Marines or special task force coming in onto a Wakandan ship, and obviously that must be something to do with them researching Atlantis awakening. I don't know, but Martin Freeman's character was good, but also could be something else. So we'll have to see how he ends up, really. But whether like the US government is going to be a bastard in all this, we'll have to see. But overall, aesthetically, it looks fantastic. With the underwater shots, the snowy mountains, the shots of like the people from the tribes in all white, them on the beach mourning the loss. Just everything looks beautiful. I feel they have put a lot of time into making this show. It seems to me that they've put much more money into this film to make it look like there's no green screens, or they've done a lot of stuff that is based in like actually on set, on what's the word I'm looking for? Not on set. On location. Sorry, that's it. Yeah, on location. So, yeah, it looks beautiful. I know I'm gonna cry a bunch when watching this. I welled up. Might have shed a tear though, I don't know, but I definitely welled up watching this trailer both times. So I'm going to cry during the film, and I know that, and I'm okay with that. And I think they will do a beautiful job honouring Chadwick / T'Challa, whilst also progressing the story forward to do with Wakanda and its people. So I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I that one sort of like emotionally drained me a little bit. So I'm gonna leave it there. I'm going to go and maybe have a stiff drink. It's 11 a.m. Well, 11:30. So and I've already feel like it. So I'm gonna go one of that, and then I'll come back and I'll see what I do. But I'm looking forward to this film. I will be first in line at the cinema to watch it. So yeah. On that note, yeah, if you like the video, guys, please like the video, comment down below stuff from this trailer that I missed out. Give me some information to do with Namor, is how you pronounce it. Namor, like, you know, let me know about him and the Atlanteans. But obviously try not to give me any spoilers to where this might be going. But overall, let me know what you thought. If you like these type of videos, guys, please subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to get notifications every time I upload. I do a bunch of other reaction videos around here, have a little look around, see if anything takes your fancy. But other than that, guys, I'll see you out there.